Hello everyone, my name is Blayne Ballard and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite hobby, basketball. For as long as I can remember, I have always loved this sport. When I was 6 years old, I decided to join the Little Dribblers program at my school. From there, I continued to play in middle school. I loved the game so much that I decided my 8th grade year I wanted to play all year round. So I joined select basketball. This is also known as Amateur Athletic Union, which is AAU for short. This led me to playing high school varsity basketball. During my varsity days, I coached a Little Dribblers team for 2 years. My love for the game continues to grow till this day as I am on a college spring league team. Now, here are a few photos of my basketball days growing up. This was from Little Dribblers. I believe I was 7 in this picture. That is from my freshman year of high school. This was a AAU game. I was going up for a layup against the defense. And this is my senior year of high school. I was blocking my opponent's shot. Now, this game can be easy to play, easy to learn, as long as you remember these rules. Now, the most important rule to remember, easiest rule to remember, is if you want to win, you must score. The next rule is the ball must stay in bounds. If you look at the picture in the background, the red outside of the court would be considered out of bounds. Once that ball goes out of bounds, then the ball automatically gets turned over to the defense. Next is the 10-second violation. Now, for instance, when the offense is throwing it in anywhere on the sidelines, they have under 10 seconds to throw it into their team, otherwise it gets turned over. Following with that is the backcourt violation. Now, for example, say the offense is able to get the ball in bounds. Once they cross half court, they cannot cross back over to the backcourt because otherwise that would be considered a backcourt violation. The only way they can is if the defense tips the ball back over to that side of the court. Next is the 3-second violation. Now, if you look at the picture of the red-orange area right under the goal, most players call this area the paint. Now, if the offense is inside that paint for over 3 seconds, they get a 3-second violation, which automatically turns the ball over. Lastly, leaving, each individual player can get up to 5 fouls. Now, there are several ways to get a foul. Now, the first one is a personal foul. If you look at the picture on the left, this can be a numerous amount of things. It can go from reaching to grabbing a jersey to going for a loose ball, slapping the opponent while shooting. There's a numerous amount of things. Same thing with an offensive foul. An offensive foul is very similar to a personal foul. The difference is it's not as likely to get an offensive foul as it is to get a personal / defensive foul. Next is a charge or a block. Now, If you look at the next picture over here, the defense is trying to take a charge. This is when you set your feet and you just completely fall backwards. Now, a charge is when the foul would go against the offense. Now, if the ref were to call it a block, that would go against the defense. Now, the last one is just a technical. No one wants to get a technical. This is just when you intentionally foul a player that is completely unnecessary. Following with these, now there are different positions that can be played on the court. The first one is a point guard. The point guard, which is also known as the number 1, is located usually at the top of the key. This person is the one that usually handles the ball the most and sets up the plays. Following with that is the shooting guard, which is also known as the number 2. This person will be on either side of the wing, and this player is usually the best shooter out of the 5. Now, the number 3, which is a small forward, this person is usually located on the other side of the wing. Now, the difference between the 2 and the 3 is the 3 is a bit stronger than the number 2. However, the 2 is a better ball handler. Now, compared to the 4 and 5, which are known as the power forward and center, these roles play very similar parts on the court. The only difference between them is the center is usually the tallest and the strongest on the team. Now, within these positions the players are in, they can score different amount of points. Now, with a regular shot, which is anything inside the 3-point line, that is worth 2 points. Now, for example, say the offense is going up for a shot and they get fouled. They get to go to the free throw line and shoot free throws. Each free throw they make is worth 1 point. Lastly, leaving the 3-pointers. Now, the 3-pointers, which is anything outside of the 3-point line, is worth 3 points. Now, I'm sure many of you are aware of the rules and different positions and points that come with basketball. But what you don't know about this sport is what all I have learned from this and benefited from it. Every foul I have made, every violation I mistakenly did, every shot I took even, has taught me a lesson and benefited me, not just in basketball, but in life itself. One of the many things basketball has taught me is teamwork. I have made lifelong friendships and am able to work with others well because of this sport. Leading with that is fitness. Playing this sport has benefited me in staying in shape and staying healthy. Dedication. This has taught me to dedicate myself to something and keep working hard even when I don't want to anymore. This has taught me, not just in basketball but in life, to keep going. Stability. This is the best stress reliever I know. When I'm having a bad day, I know I can just go out on that court and leave everything out on that court. Lastly, and this is the most important one, is success and failure. This lesson, this has benefited me from when I have won games and lost games, missed a shot, and gotten a foul. This has taught me how to be successful, how to fail, and how to get back up every single time. Now, I believe there is a quote that is appropriate for this. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's not just in basketball, but that's in life itself. I would not be the person I am today without this sport. Basketball isn't just a sport, it's a lifestyle, and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you.